What's up, guys? Today, I'm gonna make a better intro than that because I kind of hated it. I just want to show you guys my desk. No, I'm probably not. Anyways, this is my desk. I'm gonna show you guys my desk because I think you should see it, and I'm probably gonna reorganize it in like a couple of weeks whenever I have a day off, which never happens. And I want you guys to see it before I mix it all up a little bit. So this is my desk space. This is where I do all of my work, all my sewing, all my everything. Okay, stop number 1. This little number that I have here, that is my laundry basket. I use it for my laundry, shockingly enough. This is my bag of scrap fabric that is like the bits that I've cut off of the projects that I'm doing, which I still do not know what I'm gonna do with. So if you have any ideas, please let me know. I beg of you. Here are some projects that are up and coming. I need to clean up the threads on this project. This is the collar of the coat that I've been working on, which is right there on my chair. And this is a skirt that I'm making for my sister that I have to fix the waistband on because I got the sizing wrong. Welcome to being a beginner sewing. And then this is the part I'm least excited to show you, which is my scrap fabric black hole, which is the hole in between my window and my desk, which is this right here, where there is a bunch of fabric down there that I haven't used yet that I just threw down there and hid from the world. And then I have I have this massive roll of fabric, and that guy down there that I got at a fabric sale for a theater. Very exciting. I use those 3 for knickknacks, files, random stuff, cords, all of that kind of stuff, and just have like, you know, I don't want to pull all of that stuff out because it's a very messy drawers, but I want to reorganize them. I feel like I could do it better. On that shelf there is where I keep all of the programs from any theater show that I've been to. Yes, I've kept them all. I'm extremely proud of it. It is a huge stack. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it now, and I don't know. Down there is fun because that is where my sewing supplies started. Those 2 buckets that had some needle, a couple of colors of thread, and a bunch of random sewing instruments that I had no idea what to do with. And some of them I still don't know what to do with, but I will come back to those and I will show you them later. That is where I sometimes keep my sewing machine and my iron, my brand new iron that I got for my birthday, and she's so pretty. This is the hot mess that is my cords, but I hide them all back here so you don't see them. My sewing machine pedal, obviously. And this is the top of the desk. Don't we love her? Don't we think she's so pretty? All right, number 1, stationery. That is technically a makeup holder for a bathroom, but I bought it and then I put my stationery in there. So there's like stationery, my 2 laptops and iPad. Guess, unfortunately, I only use one of them. I use this one the most. That one I use to edit short films because you can run programs on it like DaVinci, whereas Apple doesn't really let you do that. No hate to Apple, but they're very basic. And then my iPad where I used to draw. No, I'm not a very good drawer. No, I won't show you anything. I'm very bad at it. My trinkets, Trinketville over here. This is literally a jar of small trinkets. Whoops. I'm saving, okay, before you guys say anything, I am saving up to get like a pegboard up here so I can put a bunch of sewing supplies, but I'm saving. So if you guys want to help me do that, if it's pissing you off that I don't have a good place to store all my sewing stuff, buy something from my store. Help me, support me. This is literally a jar of trinkets that I have from things that I've done over the years. A lot of it is like Ren fairs and random stuff, Christmas crackers, just a ton of fun stuff. We got pens, we've got vitamins, we've got a diffuser, we've got a jar of threads where I keep all of my threads that I've cut, and then we have her, Singer. I haven't named her. I should name her. I don't know if that feels so permanent. So I'm not gonna name her yet, but this is my gorgeous machine. I have seen some people online not really liking a Singer heavy duty. I have really been enjoying this machine. I think it's really user friendly, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Except I literally had to Google the other day how to get my feeder feet back up because they had dropped and I had no idea how to fix that. Turns out I had hit a lever in the back of the machine by accident. Thank you, Google. But that is the top of my desk. This is where all of my true crime documentaries get washed while I'm sewing. It's prime positioning. Usually the sewing machine is like out here while I sew. And then I can watch my documentaries that way. But I've pushed her back for now because we're not using her right now. Just like that. Now, let me take you guys over to my absolutely nightmare of a fabric stack. Welcome to the bottom of my closet. It is a freaking nightmare in here. This is honestly the thing that needs the most TLC because there's fabric. Something is happening in that back corner. I think it's because I have a lot of long dresses that nothing's fitting in there. I don't even know what's in that anymore. I believe there's fabric in that. There's more fabric, there's more fabric, there's more fabric, there's more fabric. There's a cosplay that I did. Not really a cosplay, a costume, I would say, for a Ren fair. A bunch of things that I want to alter and or harvest the fabric of, and then a bucket of things I want to alter / gather the fabric from. And it just needs... it needs a lot of help. It's just kind of nightmarish. So my plan idea is to obviously take everything out of there and everything out of there and put fabric in this area of the desk. So smaller scraps in those three, bigger scraps in those holes. And use like that area for more open projects like it's being used right now. And then reorganize this to maybe hold some more fabric, but also take all of the stuff that I'm getting rid of in the desk, especially like those three, and find a way to make it all fit in here. Something like that. I really hope it works because I desperately need this to be organized. Considering I just bought all of that fabric and it really needs somewhere to go after I wash it. So, Jesus take the wheel with that. I do have a dream of getting a shelving, a little like dresser to go in here. I don't know if that would give me more or less room though. I hope it would give me more room. At least it would just hide all of that. That's kind of my deep down dream, is that it's just, it all goes away. But let me show you guys what's in my sewing cases. Those guys right there. All right, here we go. This is a bag of kind of like surprise trim that I just bought. I am a sucker for a surprise bag or a like, what do you, assorted bag, that's the word. It's just one less decision I have to make, and now I can just be inspired by all of this trim. And then there's some trim I've also added from a project I made. That's technically bias tape that I made for a project I was doing, but I thought it fit this mold. Box number 1. Ta-da! Ooh, that was loud. Here we have a bunch of threads, a bunch of spools of thread. I'm making a mess, oh geez. These 3 were gifted to me. Oh my gosh, I've used so much of that black thread already. It used to look like the gray one. That's crazy. And then these were ones I had already that I just was sewing with. Pins, obviously giant box of pins. All of my feet for my machine. This one, a button foot. I'm actually going to be using this guy super soon to do some buttons on a jacket. These are all my bobbin threads. I love a fun bobbin thread. I think that's super whimsical. A big bag of buttons, of course. And then some more bobbins, some empty bobbins. And tons of fun stuff in there. More pins, and tons of needles. So many needles. I really should probably replace that needle super soon. I know you're actually supposed to replace it like often. No, I'm not doing that, but I don't want to wait till it breaks because that sounds terrifying. So I'm probably going to replace it soon. I'm going to have to Google how to do that. Number 2, this one's a lot emptier. But it has some more trim, or this is an elastic actually that I bought. Can't remember what for. That is trim for a costume I made. More elastic, some snap tape, some cord, I don't remember where I bought that, and some ribbon, all for projects. Some fabric glue, I think, is that what it is? Yes, fabric glue. Some like cords. Ooh, I should really use these soon. A rotary blade that does not work at all, and I should probably just get rid of because it's probably not sharp. Whatever the frick this is one of those tools I was telling you about that I have no idea what you use it for. A fabric pencil that does not work very well at all. So if you guys have any, this is a fabric pencil, water soluble marking pencil. It does not work though. It pisses me off, so I don't use it. But if you guys have any advice on what am I doing wrong, let me know. Or it might just be old. This, that I also don't know what you use that for. Maybe marking a seam line? Or maybe it's probably something for quilting, and I don't quilt. But yeah, that's my second one. And that is my entire desk, you guys. I showed you the whole thing. It was very fun. That is the end of the video. Thank you for sticking around. It was super fun. Keep your eye out in the next couple of weeks for a reorganizing video, because I really want to do that. Obviously, it's kind of a hot mess over here. But I broke down to you guys what everything is and what I could use it for. Sorry, I think I look really good today, and I'm kind of distracted by myself. I'm just like, my eyelashes look really good. Love yourself. Yeah, keep your eyes out for that. I'll also be doing a video soon of all of the projects I want to do and why I'm not doing them. Time. But there's some other reasons, and I will let you guys know. thanks for sticking around. See you guys soon. Bye.